All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Car Chronicles. And today I'm going to ask this question: what type of relationship do you have with God? Is your relationship an intimate relationship, or is it a performance-based relationship? Usually, performance-based means, I pray all this time. I did this. I. When it's actually all about Him, because anything that's good comes from Him and everything like that. An intimate relationship is basically when you spend time with God, listening to Him, talking to Him, praying, meditating on the Word, studying the Word, allowing the Word to change, come inside of you to make the necessary changes so that you can be the best you can be for the kingdom, and things like that. And I used to think I had to do this, that, and the third. And as I studied more, as I was taught better, when you know better, you do better. And I realized it wasn't about all those things that I thought, or we were taught, Some of this stuff we have to be untaught, as far as God is concerned. A lot of people still debate about what you're wearing, when you come to church. Me personally, I believe in being presentable at church, 100%. I believe in being presentable at church, meaning I'm a cover up, but I will wear jeans if I want to, jeans, skirts, that type of thing. My church is open to that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Some people feel like, they're still stuck in, you got to wear a dress, you got to wear it to the floor, that type of thing and everything. So, I was doing all the things, but still I wasn't growing in Him, and I wasn't connected with God, and I wasn't, I still felt bad. There was no change, I'm doing all these things on the outside. But when you have an intimate relationship with God, and let Him come on the inside of you, then you see things manifest and change, and they come outward as well, and everything. And it's just beautiful. And then you realize what's really important. That's another thing too about having an intimate relationship with God. You really realize what's important in life. A lot of things that you would argue about, or have you worried, or worry come, and all those things will come, but you'll have the foundation to stand on when you really have an intimate relationship with God, instead of a performance-based relationship, which is going to get you absolutely nowhere, but just deeper in despair, and disappointment and things like that. So just take that time to think about, what kind of relationship do I really have with God, and a lot of times you don't have to run to people. You run to God. He's your first source, and you sit in quiet, you sit in a place where you can hear Him, and He'll talk to you. Well, that was Car Chronicles, and until next time, later.